So, more and more missing persons, their stories being updated, as in Shane, then you got Linda Stoltzfus when her remains being found. Maybe it's the advancement of technology over the years that when I mentioned that in one of my last videos about many of these missing person stories being updated, as in people go missing for years and then next thing you know, well, remains are found and now suspect, right? Like, subscribe, ID in the Discovery Channel. Yes, ID in the Discovery Channel. The links are provided below. Get that Discovery Go app as well as that ID Go app. You might want to get those two things combined and make them into one. And I'm a Discovery influencer. That's indeed a fact. So, January 2021, right? The coroner's office. You always want to go back to see, as in go throughout missing persons stories and cases to see what has changed, what has been updated, right? Because there's always something being updated. And even with a story like this one, when remains are found, when it's found out who's suspect or whatnot, even stories with that change because there's jail sentence with that, right? Even that's bound to change. So the coroner's office identified Shane Michael Rollman. His dental records were used to identify Shane, right? Once again, I said the date was January 2021. Shane has been missing. He had been missing since September 12th, 2020. That's not that long. But there has, in fact, been people who have been missing for years, right? And all of a sudden, for some odd reason, the year 2020 and the year 2021, where it's being found out what occurred, right? So mother of Shane told police his ATM or credit cards were used in Arizona, which led to police locating his car at a rest area. Shane's car was found 2 miles away from where his body was found by hikers. And it's odd to me because last year I was going to do his story, right? And just something told me to just wait. Something told me just wait, right? That was just last year because I kept seeing his face. Well, I'll go ahead and do his story, but then all of a sudden you got somebody that his remains. Whoop. Oh, I forgot the keywords. Let me get to that when I end this video. So Shane's car was found once again 2 miles away from where his body was. His car was found at 2 miles away from where his body was found by hikers. Shane's family stood in question on why Shane went to Arizona, but Shane did love the desert and enjoyed hiking, right? What could have occurred or what could have happened? Your body is found by hikers. Because to me, for someone to be found, if there isn't any, say, like foul play, is to say, did you die naturally? Stuff like that has to be questioned. You love the desert and you enjoyed hiking, and yet you're found by hikers, right? Suspects, any involved, or natural cause of death, right? These missing person stories, they do become interesting. I think that's why so many in the public are drawn, because of the mystery, right? That's like the young lady Linda Stoltzfus, in which I was speaking with some people offline about her case, right? Her remains being found. Because isn't that odd how humans are drawn to what they don't know, what we don't know? As in, there's like a hole. You see a missing person's face, you hear of their story, you see their story, right? You know the story is presented, right? But it's like it's there and yet you want to know. The more mysterious something is, the more humans want to know. And yet you have where remains are found, and then there's no suspect, there's no individuals that are spoken of that are involved, and so it becomes even more. So if a person, for example, if a person remains are found and say there's no suspect, say hikers or something find you, right? You're dead, your remains are there, hikers find you, and then say you love to hike or love to be out in the desert. Now there's another mystery on top of it. So it just becomes, yeah, even more and more. There's a lot of stories like that. Well, a young child, a 7-year-old child went missing. Now the 7-year-old child remains are found somewhere in a field somewhere, right? Okay, so that's been taken care of, but who was the individual involved? It's stuff like that. It makes you question the universe as well. How is that 7-year-old missing? Remains are found, and now law enforcement still does not know who did what and why. It's a mystery again. Is it where some things are not meant to be solved? That's where it will make you question certain missing person stories. Is their case really meant to be solved, or is it going to take another 20 years for it to be solved, right? Some people, they don't think about that. They don't question, is their case meant to really be solved? Is there a reason why everything happens for a reason? Who knows, right? You just never know. You don't. So, we're on investigation discovery. The ID logo stands at the far left corner. Live now, the perfect murder. New episodes. To gain access is to provide who you're subscribed to, and you in effect have access to that. Unlocked episodes. To receive an audio-visual preview is to click the play button right there, and you would in fact receive that. Watch unlocked seasons. Because it would be cool if there was someone that, in the universe could say, this is what happened, like some ghost or something. This is what happened. And this is what happened to this missing child, and this is what happened. That would be so cool if the universe or whoever create humans would have created someone like that. We wouldn't have so many missing person stories. If some type of ghost or something, like how back in the day you had all type of individuals in different communities that could tell you this is going to happen in the future, this is going to take place, right? But there was really never anyone, people that solve crimes, yes, working with detectives and all the rest, but just imagine if there was like some friendly ghost that said, this is what happened to this 7-year-old child, this is what happened to Shane Michael Rollman, this is what happened to Linda. If we had that, the world would be so different. The world needs so many different things. ID Go original series. And I think a lot of people don't even use their gifts and talents. I'm sure there's people out there that possibly could solve and crack cases and all the rest. You have many of them that in fact sit in forums online and have help with investigations and help solved, right? There's more people. It has to be that they don't use their gifts to do such. But that would be nice. If a ghost just came and said, you know what, such and such used their ATM or credit cards in Arizona, and this took place and that took place, that will solve all. To receive a newsletter from Investigation Discovery is to type your email address in and click next, and you'll in fact receive that. So, dear viewers, let me know what you think and feel about the video. May you enjoy your day. I will in fact enjoy mine, and I'm going for now. 1.